Good morning, dreamers. How are you today? We have a visitor. Hi. Yeah. She's a funny one. Happy Monday. I'm so glad you're here. You're here. Mondays are good. They're a fresh start. We've had Sunday. Sorry, just waving at a neighbor driving by. We've had Sunday to rest our minds and bodies and spirits, and now we get to do what we get to do. All right, so one of the things on my mind today, Bob Goff, amazing as per usual, but he reminds us today of a story in the scripture, and he talked about a point of the story that I hadn't thought of very much, and it's really, really important, I think. I'm going to be mulling it over all day long. It's kind of rainy and wet and everything's kind of bleh. So just getting myself all warmed up here. But yeah, so he talks about there was a man who was possessed by demons and he was kicked out of the town, right? Because he wasn't safe. And then he resided in the graveyard, in the cemetery. And he moved amongst the stone markings, whatever those looked like. I know we envision a modern day cemetery, even if it was started in the 17 or 1800s, it's still modern day compared to what it would have looked like back then. I don't know, but he moved amongst the boulders and rocks that marked the graves, and he would cut himself. He would scream and yell, and the demons within him were they were killing him and making him a danger to society. And a lot of us have demons every day, mental health, our past struggles that we have to face. And then Jesus came along. He healed the man. And the townspeople came outside of the town and they were looking at him like, what? But the point that Mr. Goff is saying today was they recognized him. When Jesus heals, when Jesus saves, when Jesus brings a way of living, a new you to the world, he doesn't change who you actually are, because after all, he created you. He was present at creation, and you've been made in a very valuable and special way, and he doesn't change that. He just says, be like me, follow me. The phrase that he uses in this book is, why don't I just read it right from the author himself? He was the same person. They could recognize his characteristics, but he was totally transformed, like a beautiful painting over an old photograph. When we decide to live a life following Jesus, God doesn't do away with our old selves. Instead, he points us in the direction of Jesus and says, go, be like him. And grace is like allowing God to paint Jesus into your life. And I thought that was so beautiful. Go, be like him. And that's my parenting mantra, is lean into Jesus and let him take care of everything else. I say it to myself, I say it to my kids, I say it over and over and over, because that's be like Jesus, be like Jesus. Lean into Jesus and everything else will be okay. Now, some of you that listen and follow and whatever, you do not subscribe or prescribe or whatever to the Christian faith or the Christian holy text, the Bible, but the concept is still there. You've been created for greatness, and even if you heal, even if you go on a journey that brings you peace and joy, you don't lose who you are simply by fighting against the demons within you. So they do not get to define you. You were you before the demons showed up. And I'm not meaning red horned creatures with forked tails and tongues. I'm just talking about the things that weigh you down, the things that cause you to cause pain to yourself and to others and make you less of a functional human being. And quite frankly, you're probably sitting there going, "Oh my goodness, I know exactly what you said," because everybody has them. So the problem with hurting people is they sometimes think that they're the only ones and they're very lonely in their pain. And yet the phrase is misery loves company, right? Um, but it's company to say, oh, poor you, it's okay, you're going to do okay, you're going to. No, what we need is company that will sit quietly with us and say, this isn't the way. This isn't the way, and there is hope for a future. So if your Monday morning needs some hope, take some hope, please, because you are so special. And even on a spiritual level, if Jesus is healing you, he's not going to change who you are, because the root you is so valuable. It's worthy of respect. It's worthy of care. It is worthy of love. And it is worthy of acknowledging, being seen. And so I see you, my friend. I see you. Have a wonderful day. Feet on the floor, head in the clouds. But enjoy some time. Take some time to have some sweet dreams. Bye.